Earthquake. Good to see you. I'm just blessed and thankful for the Lord that has put me on this project. Project dealing with autism. Yes. Project dealing with autism. Because it's must be done. Let me see if I can okay. Good morning, Selena. How are you, dear? Good to see you. I don't know if you can see me or not. Let's see if I can. I think that's a little better. Well, thank you for coming on, dear. Thank you. Yeah, it's possible. It is so possible because it worked. It worked for me and Mom. It worked for us. And I see here. Okay, I don't know if it's coming out okay. Yeah, it is very, 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 very possible. Tiffany, how you doing? Good seeing you there. Yeah, because I'm explaining anybody that lives out here in this area near where we live, we have hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, we did too, Tiffany. We had our son Christopher. The doctor said he would never get past the third grade level. We would always have to take care of him. And that was to hear that doctor say that and not to be able to it looked like the police. No, that's not the police. Not to be able to communicate with him and Lord have mercy. It was rough. And God's got me on this campaign to help those that's dealing with autism. I'm gonna do it too because it worked for me. I'm telling you, it worked. And that doctor said, "Well, Mrs. Kelley," and I was sitting out in the lobby, but I can hear everything that was being said by the doctor about our child. And so here, I'm traveling the world. I'm ministering. And some of y'all even maybe seen me on 700 Club, Sid Roth, TBN. For like 20 years, I've been on TBN. I've been ministering Africa, ministered in China, ministered all over the world. But when I get home, and it's really still hard, but I'm okay. But when I get home and get back to the airport, my wife picked me up. My son can't even hug me. He's like standing like a mannequin. And it's like, that is so humiliating and so embarrassing to have a child that's like that. And so I was listening to what the doctor was saying. I'm talking to you from my heart here. I was listening to the doctor, and he started speaking to me about yeah, I'm gonna good morning, truly yours. Good morning. I'm trying to find I'm in a parking lot or I could try to find a place where I can, so I can. Anyway, yeah. Last night at our university, we have a University of Deliverance that I founded, and I was showing the people what God helped me to do to get our son Christopher delivered from autism, and he was 100%. He couldn't communicate. He just look at you, And Jesse, how you doing? And it's so frustrating to have an autistic child, and y'all know, and I know. See, I'm not just somebody who went to school and stuff like that, and trying to tell you I went to Harvard, I went to Yale, okay. I didn't get this information from a university, and there's nothing wrong really from learning things from a university. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I lived it personally, and so did my wife. It was so hard to see your wife crying and saying my child can't communicate with me, and that's different on the mother than it is a dad. A dad's like, bothers me too, baby, but you know, but ladies are different than men. And what I love about God, He will not give out a word and then it don't come to pass. He won't do it. He's not a man. He doesn't lie. So when He says it's possible, yeah, I know what you're dealing with, Tiffany, because I've been through it. Because if you look at Matthew the 17th chapter, where the man brought his child to Jesus, and he says, "My because our one of our dear friends, their child was autistic, so she called me, and like my wife, she was crying and said, "Earthquake, it's just so hard. It is just so hard." And I told her what happened to our son, and I told her, "You get into praying and fasting. We're gonna get into praying and fasting with you." Okay, and she did it. She was, boy, she went after it. She went after it. She got, I mean, boy, you don't mess with no mama's children. You don't do. You got good sense, boy. She went after it just like I did. I went on a fast, and I'm telling you, I prayed 2 or 3 hours a day nonstop, and I rebuked everything that doctor said. It may be true, but it wasn't no permanent fact. And our son, it got 4 children now. He works with the school board, and he works with autistic children. So I'm going to be back in about an hour. Get some paper and a pen. I'm going to show you, okay?